Welcome to Tuesday. Feels like Monday still, but it's approaching the end of Tuesday. We've got a 2001 525 IT 5-speed in the shop today for everything I said yesterday. Engine air filters, or engine air filter, cabin air filters, oil change, coolant flush, rear hatch diagnosis, it wouldn't open, and a brake fluid flush. So, and a pork chop, which is up there somewhere now. So we've gotten all the two of those things done. Problem in the front is with this pork chop. So this bumper has certainly been over some items before, some curbs, some parking pylons, some whatevers. So this guide here is broken on the bumper itself. So there's not really a way to fix this bumper fitment. Unfortunately, that's outside of replacing the bumper. And the owner of this car has an E39 M5 as well, and he bought this car to teach his son manual on and then let him drive. So putting a fresh bumper on a 17-year-old's first car is, you know, maybe not the best idea. So that'll probably happen later. We are just going to put the fender liner in there per his request and just make it fit as well as possible. There's some washed out holes up here, so I don't think it's going to go into that. We might be able to put a speed nut on that and get it in there. This one we're going to have to take off, and then this whole air duct and channel here has all been ripped out, and the fog light's super loose. That's not supposed to be. So we'll cobble it together as best as we can, but it's not going to be perfect. It's got some aftermarket headlights in there, not to my liking per se, and then all the jack pads are missing, so we're having to use wood. Other than that, it's a pretty clean car. Some dings and dents in it. It's been used 181,000 miles. Could use shifter bushings, of course, can't they all? But got most of the work done. And then the other problem is the very first caliper we go to start with. This is the right rear. You can see that this car's seen a little bit of weather before. So we go to undo the bleeder. Oh man, bleeder screw sheared off in there, so that's not fun. These calipers are NLA new. There's two on eBay. They both look like absolute shit. They look way worse than this one does. So I think we're going to get a easy out extractor, and thankfully the bleeder screw already has a nice hole in the middle. So we'll bore that out and then try to extract it, and then put the nuts in, or put the new bleeders in, and proceed with the bleed. The front ones are fine. They both loosened. The rears don't. Hello. We're going to keep Tuesday night pretty short here tonight, I think. Gave you the shop update this afternoon, working on the 525. Pretty much stopped after that. We're going to work on that fender liner and the brakes tomorrow. I'm putting things to bed here tonight. So 7 years ago, I got an email from a guy over on the East Coast who also owned an E39 M5 and kind of wanted to know if he could attend Timmy Fest after I put a video up on E39 Source about the gathering we were going to have that June of 2013. Of course I said yes. So Chase came out and met us in Ohio, and we met him, and we had an awesome Timmy Fest 2013. And then 5 years later, we meet him again at the last Timmy Fest in Ohio before I moved here to California. And today, you know, I was told him, like, hey Chase, if you're ever out in California, Southern California, shoot me and drop me a line, and we'll meet up. So he did that, and tonight we met up in Fuego over in Zelmar, got a bite to eat, walked around the beach there, and just got back a little bit ago. So it was great to see him again. It felt like we were in Ohio, just, you know, hanging out and talking. And we met up with him in DC a couple years ago and had dinner together, and it was just fun. It was a nice night. So with that, I'm exhausted. I'm going to get to bed. Tomorrow we've got more work to do. I'll talk to you from the shop. Good night.